everyone, it's me, Colleen. Welcome to my channel, Arcana Rising. This is a reading for all signs for the season of Gemini. So that's from May 21st to June 20th. How's everyone doing? It's good to be here. I'm going to be pulling 4 cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot deck, and if I feel like I need to, I'm also going to pull some clarifying cards and an oracle card at the end. So this is a message for anyone who watches it. This is what the vibes of this season, May 21st through June 20th, are offering us during this time. And of course, we have Jupiter retrograde going on at this time as well, which that energy to me, I feel like it's going to be in Capricorn until it's from like May 14th through September. So we're going to be in that vibe for a long while. Jupiter retrograde in Capricorn, I'm feeling like we want to do some, I mean, retrograde's always about like, you know, revisions of some sort. So I feel like we might want to do some things in regards to businesses. If we have our own business, we might want to do something there, or maybe we're reevaluating our goals as far as our career or our main achievements, things that we want to achieve in life. Like maybe we're readjusting our goals. But also I feel like there's also a potential to go a little bit too big, because Jupiter is such an expansive planet, such an expansive energy. We may kind of go out farther than maybe we should with our goals. Like maybe trying to think of the word, like we're just kind of way too excited. You know what I mean? But that could also be to our benefit and helping us to stretch outside of our personal limitations, you know, and think of more abundant possibilities for ourselves. So it could really go either way. So just pay attention to that. Try not to restrict yourself, but also be realistic. I think that's the Capricorn side about it all. It's kind of like, you know, think expansive, but also be realistic with your goals as well, with your business or what, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, like the big goals, you know, in your life. Anyway, I'm also feeling like this is a really great time for it's just really positive energy for this season. I'm feeling like this happy song has been stuck in my head all day. So I'm feeling like it's going to be a very positive season for all of us, regardless of the Jupiter retrograde, which I never really feel like Jupiter retrograde is a bad thing. I don't really feel like any retrogrades are bad things. It just helps us to kind of take a breath between what we're doing and, you know, see what's going on in different aspects of our lives. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I pulled 2 cards, and I'm going to pull 2 more. Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you. All right, let me take a look here, see what we got. So 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Pentacles upright, 6 of Swords, and 7 of Wands reversed. So immediately I heard it's time to get off your ass. Basically, that's why I kind of chuckled to myself. This isn't a time for sitting back. I know that, you know, Jupiter can be very philosophical kind of energy. I know that I'm talking about both astrology and, you know, doing a tarot reading at the same time, but, you know, it is what it is. So, but the energy of this season, Jupiter is a very philosophical sign, so there is also potential for us to get really into like existential stuff when it comes to our goals, but don't let that slow you down. You know, this isn't a, you know, it's Nine of Pentacles is like you're so close to the finish line for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So don't just sit back and, you know, take a break right now, because it's in reverse. So it's like, all right, you're not done yet. So there's still lots of things that you have to fix up here. Obviously, we have the Seven of Pentacles here, which is also talking about waiting for, you know, the right time to pluck those grapes off that tree. You know what I mean? Waiting for them to ripen. So this is kind of like we're trying to rush to the finish line, but also we need to understand that there's a divine timing and everything. So if you're feeling like, because this energy feels really fast moving for this season, which kind of feels normal for Gemini season. It's like summertime in the northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, it's winter, so I'm not sure how your winters go. Maybe it does feel like it flies by, but that is the kind of energy that is coming up right now. Like we want to keep moving towards the finish line, but it's like, you know, keep moving. Action is, you know, warranted here, but also, you know, understand that you can't force things to go faster than they're meant to go. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a little dance here between the will of the world and your own free will, you know, kind of finding that balance there. Because it looks like there is one last challenge that we're going to be facing towards the end of the season regarding letting down our defenses. And I feel like that's been kind of a theme that's been coming up. It was definitely coming up in Taurus season with, you know, letting down our guard a little bit more so that we can be more open to just opportunities, something new, you know, trusting a little bit more with, you know, when it comes to other people. Maybe you're used to staying at an arm's length all the time, and this is kind of a let's put down our defenses and not think that everybody is out to get you all the time. So we're relearning trust, you know, while also being realistic about it at the same time. You know, that, you know, Capricornian vibe coming in from the Jupiter retrograde. Keep that realistic energy going. I just a card came out. So I was pulling a clarifying card for that energy. The Nine of Swords jumped out, so it feels like it towards the end of the month it could get a little bit stressful if we overthink the process of, you know, what, you know, because Taurus seasons has been bringing up this idea of, okay, we need to shift something major within ourselves, and the universe is showing us that something needs to be shifted here. And now we're like, okay, let's go, let's do this. I want to, you know, work my way out of this cycle that has been holding me back for so long. So like, let's go, let's do this. But then the universe is like, okay, we got a little bit of divine timing coming in here, so just, you know, keep trusting. And that's like a major message here. Let's keep trusting, because we've got one more challenge coming in here that may cause us a little bit of stress, may cause a little bit of anxiety, may get us in our heads a little bit with that Gemini Mercury ruled mental thought realm energy here. There's a possibility of us getting stuck in our head. That's our challenge here. Our challenge is to not overthink, to come back down to earth. You know, it's really not as bad as we're making it out to be, because we could really get into some really weird imagination and start having like all these arguments in our head that are never really going to happen in the physical world. You know what I mean? Everybody does that. You have these arguments, you know, this whole thing you play out in your head, like when you're in the shower or whatever, and it never happens. It's like, why are we overworking our minds like that and putting ourselves through that stressful energy? It's like maybe we just need to work out that scenario in our mind so it doesn't manifest in the real world. Who knows? But there's some we're trying to, it's almost like we're trying to force this change to happen faster through our minds, and it's not working, so it's causing a little bit of stress or anxiety because we don't have complete control over everything that we want to, move forward with. So this is kind of like, stop fighting, let your guard down, stop trying to, it's like, here's the universe, it's like, yo, like, you just gotta wait here, just chill for a minute, like, it's coming together, stop stressing yourself out. And you're just like, no, I want to push forward. And the universe is like, no, like, there's a little pushback here. So there's still some pushback going on, but we want to move forward. So I feel like this is definitely about goals, things that we're trying to build for ourselves, career. Maybe we're self-employed, maybe we're building a business for ourselves, because we've got these pentacles here, and that's really about, like, things that we're trying to manifest in the world. What the big things that we're trying to manifest into our lives, those physical things, business, a house, who knows, those big things that are really important to us during this time that we're trying to push forward with, and we're getting some pushback. You can't think your way through it, so we have to be more vulnerable and more open to allowing the universe to intervene here and show us the right path to take instead of trying to mentally push our way through. So there's movement here, but not as fast as we want it to go, because there's probably some things we need to reevaluate concerning those goals. Like I was talking about, Jupiter retrograde in Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and it's like the workhorse. You know what I mean? Capricorn, I just think of career immediately. Those major life responsibilities. Those things that are really important to us that we, work really hard to achieve. Because of that goat, climbing that mountain. And Jupiter is really expansive, so like we're like putting a magnifying glass on it, really thinking about the bigger picture here. So maybe maybe the way in which we were trying to achieve hasn't been working out, and maybe that's why there's a lag in getting the results that we want. So it's like we need to trust in the universe and see what it's showing us. A little bit of patience here also, which that air, Gemini, fast flowing energy is like, really? Come on, seriously? But I feel like being in a positive mindset is really going to help work through this, especially in the second half of the month. Doing your best to continue to find joy in your daily life routines so that you don't get totally wrapped up in whatever's going on here that you can't completely make sense of mentally. Yeah, because maybe you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle just yet, which I'm sure that you don't, because we're not at the finish line yet for whatever it is that we're working through here. So that's a big message for you. Let me grab an oracle card here. I hope it makes sense. So it's like a couple little messages in there for everyone. Please let me know if that resonates with comments below. And I'm going to pull an oracle card to kind of like summarize for like any final messages. This is Magical Messages from the Fairies Oracle card deck from Doreen Virtue. And it's interesting that I feel like it's going to be a fast-paced energy because I feel like I'm also talking really fast too with this reading. Like I'm channeling that fast-moving energy. I'm also a Gemini as well, so maybe it's more magnified right now. Okay, let's see. What message do we all need to know for Gemini season for the year 2020? Here it is. New home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. So this could really be that whoever is reading this is considering moving house. This could be just making a major move in your life. You know, what feels like security to you is shifting. You know, what feels like home to you is shifting. The idea of home, we're moving into a different idea of what that means to you if you're not actually physically moving. This also could be a new business, you know, a new brick and mortar building of some sort, you know, or just physical thing that you're trying to manifest. But moving is a step in the right direction for you. So I also feel like it's just talking about movement in general. Like action is, you know, is a big thing here, is a big message here. Don't just stop doing everything because you're faced with some mental challenges, which is a big thing here. It's really easy to get that analysis paralysis going on where we get stuck in our head and then like we just stop because we get overwhelmed and then the couch looks extra comfortable. No, we need to keep moving forward. Okay, so that's a big message. Just keep on swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I don't know why that came up, but just keep swimming. Just keep moving. You know, even if it's at a slower pace, just movement is important because then that shows the universe that you want to keep moving forward. Because when you stop, it's like the universe matches us at the pace that we're putting out there, you know, it matches us everywhere and in all directions, you know what I mean? So like if we stop moving forward, if we stop putting in the work or putting in the action, no matter, even if it's just a little bit at a time, if we just stop everything and we start, you know, binging Netflix, the universe is just going to stop and sit on its couch and wait for us to get back up and get moving again. Do you know what I mean? It's like a mirror in a way, and meets us halfway. So even if we're doing like, you know, one thing on our to-do list every day, just doing one thing every day just to get things moving forward, regardless of what it is, even if it's like, even if you are in this like depressive kind of place, you know, get yourself out of bed, go take a shower. That's one thing you did today. Go step out front of your house, look around, you know, get some sunlight on your face, go back in, whatever, you did it. That's great. So then the universe is going to, you know, take that inch forward when you take an inch towards it. Do you know what I mean? So that's really big here. Okay, so that's the message for everyone for Gemini season. Just keep moving, just keep swimming. It's all good. It's all coming together. You know, you don't have to have all the answers just yet, but it's all coming together. Just be more open and be more trusting that the universe is going to match you. And if you find yourself in this place, just do one thing a day that brings you closer to what it is that you want for yourself. You know, no matter how small. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I send you so much love. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram at Arcana Rising, on Facebook at Arcana Rising Tarot, and on my website, the links below. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.